So in this video, I am going to show how to balance the chemical equation. Now first let me know what is chemical equation. Chemical equation is one which represents the chemical reaction. Then what is chemical reaction? Two or more elements undergo, they combine or some changes takes place. As a result, it results in the formation of new product, and that is a chemical change. Now, in order to represent the chemical reaction, we use chemical equation. Now, what is the main law we use to represent the chemical equation? It is very simple. So, LHS and RHS. On LHS side, we are going to write the reactants. The reactants undergo chemical reaction in presence of catalyst or sunlight or some other agents that can be represented on arrow and results in the formation of products, that is C and D. So A and B is completely changed to C and D. That means in any chemical reaction, the reactants undergo changes to form new products. Now what we write on RHS is known as products. What we written at LHS is known as reactants. Between the reactants and the product, the symbol we use is arrow mark. Now I am going to show how to balance the chemical equation. Now how to balance the chemical equation? I will show in a simple form. So take magnesium, ribbon, burn by using the spirit lamp, and by utilizing the oxygen, so it forms magnesium oxide. So can you see any balancing of the products and reactant side? No, because the magnesium is 1, okay, 1, but oxygen is 2 in number, but here I wrote only 1. Now how to balance? Now I write the number 2 in front of the magnesium. So 2 MgO. This 2 represents for M and also for O. Now oxygen is 2 molecules, okay, correct. What about magnesium? Even magnesium has been changed, that is 2 molecules of magnesium, so you write 2 here. So this equation is said to be balanced. Now, is there any rules for this balancing of chemical equation? Yes, definitely yes. There is a rule. Now, what is the rule to be followed? There are 7 steps, simple steps to be followed in order to balance the chemical equation. Now, I will give an example. Iron, when it is subjected for moisture, it results in the formation of Fe3O4 with the release of hydrogen. Iron, when it is constantly subjected to the moisture content, it undergoes chemical reaction. A new product is formed and with the release of hydrogen gas. What is this new product? Ferroferric oxide. This is a new product. Product arise from the iron and moisture content. Now what are the rules to be followed? First, the first thing is put the boxes. In order to balance the chemical equation, first put the box. This is the first rule. Now why we want to put the box? We shouldn't change internal skeleton. Internal skeleton should not be changed. Whatever you want to change, you want to write it outside. You want to represent it outside, not inner side. Inside the box, we should not change the structure. This is the first rule. And the second rule. Second rule is, now take down the elements which are written at reactant side, that is LHS, and product side, that is ferroferric oxide and hydrogen. Now balance this. Second step, I wrote LHS and RHS. First step, I entered the boxes for each and every element. Now how to balance? First, the third rule is see the highest number of each element. Iron is only 1, hydrogen is 2, oxygen is 1, iron is 3, oxygen is 4, hydrogen is 2. Which is the highest number? Yes, 4 is the highest number. Now, take down 4. Now, how to represent this? Iron is 3, oxygen is 4, hydrogen is 2. Highest number is 4. And here, iron is 1. And here, hydrogen is 2 in number, oxygen is 1. Now I am going to change. 4 is the highest number, I will make 4 here. Now I cannot write 4 here, I should write 4 in front. I wrote 4, so next I am going to change here 4. Okay. Along with the 4, any other changes? Yes, there is other change also. Hydrogen, for 2 is a 8. Hydrogen has been increased to 8. Hydrogen has been increased to 8. And again, I want to change this here also. Now, hydrogen is 2. Now, make it 8. Now, what I should do here? Yes, enter 4. For 2 is a 8. Now, oxygen is completely balanced. Hydrogen is completely balanced. Okay. Next, what about iron? Iron is 3 number. So, just make it 3 here. So, even iron also become 3. So, change it here. Now, what I done is, first I selected the highest number, then I balanced. And second, whatever the changed number, I adjusted that. And I took the other least number, I balanced. This is about 4th, 5th rule. Means adjustmenting of higher number, moderate number and lowest number. And whatever the elements are there, it should be balanced. Now, 6th rule is, now you just check it out, whether the number is completely balanced or not. Now, this is 3 number, 3, okay. Right, for 2 is 8, for 2 is 8, yes, hydrogen is also okay, oxygen is 4 in number, this is also 4 in number, so all numbers are balanced, so 6th rule is also finished. Now what about 7th rule in balancing? Now iron always exists in solid state, put it side, right side. This water is in moisture form, that is in a gaseous state. Ferrosulfuric oxide is in solid state and hydrogen is in gaseous form. So this is 7th rule. So represent the physical state of the reactants and the products. This about balancing the chemical equation. So all these rules should be applied and then you want to balance. Very simple. In order to balance the equation, first take down the skeletal structure, put the boxes and take LHS, RHS. So note down the highest number, balance it. Some other changes takes place and that changes you just balance it and see the least number and finally you balance all the number. As per 6th rule, you want to check it once again whether the reactants and products are balanced or not, and finally give the physical state for the reactants and products. This completes the balancing of chemical equation.